Why does it feel like most black women are so entitled when it comes to relationships? Just a heads up, this is my backup page because I'm banned on my other one. Well, if I'm being fair, it's not really their fault. It's their parents' fault. And the government's fault. In the mid to late 90s, this man, Gary Webb, started investigating the CIA. He started noticing that drug trafficking violations were being ignored by the US government. Long story short, he was eventually able to prove that the CIA was funneling crack cocaine into the inner cities of Los Angeles through illegal drug trafficking to fund a war in Africa that they couldn't afford at the time. This, along with the war on drugs, sent millions of black fathers to jail and separated them from their families. Naturally, this created a very large number of single mother families. These mothers had to pick up the slack that their husbands could no longer carry, which naturally meant that they had to work more and do more as both the mother and the father. What this did to the children, though, women specifically, was it forced the girls, if they were the oldest, to take on more responsibility, effectively destroying their childhood. And if they weren't the oldest, they had to watch their mom be both the father and the dad. And we have to understand a fundamental truth about children, is they don't understand insinuations or drifts. They are monkey see, monkey do. And a lot of people do not understand the role of the man. He does not just teach the son how to be a man, he teaches the daughter how to be a woman. And he does this by being a good husband, by showing the son how a father is supposed to act, as well as showing the daughter how she should be treated and react in turn for being treated well. But because this dynamic was interrupted by this crack epidemic forced on by the government, millions of black women grew up very confused. They grew up thinking that they needed to be the decision maker. They were never taught how a healthy relationship is supposed to operate. This is one of the reasons why it's so offending when people say that women in relationships are not equal to the man. It's not saying that you're not valuable, you're just merely not equal. This is also where the toxic phrase, being a lot to handle, comes from. Too many black women think this is a selling point, and it somehow makes them more valuable. And when their relationships don't work out because the man doesn't go for this, they end up raising their kids the same way their parents were forced to raise them. And they either raise man-hating women or emotionally scarred men. Stay woke.